Claudia Pazmany, Executive Director at the Amherst Area Chamber, and I'm excited to bring you this edition of Fireside Chats right here at Downtown Amherst in Elements Hot Tub Spa. And I'm here with Todd Tibodeau, owner, and we're going to have a great conversation about this incredible small business and this trailblazer right here in our lovely town of Amherst. Hello, we're here at Elements Hot Tub Spa in Amherst, and I'm here with Todd Tibodeau. Would you like to give us a little intro yourself and who you are and where we're at today?
Yeah, thanks Claudia, I appreciate it. My name's Todd Tibodeau. My wife and I own Elements Hot Tub Spa. We have since August of 2019, and we are here in beautiful downtown Amherst on a very cold Wednesday morning. It's about 15 degrees and hopefully heading towards a milder week and looking forward to spring.
So you purchased this business just shy of the pandemic. You purchased in 19, but shortly thereafter, the pandemic started. How has COVID impacted this business, and how have you been managing?
You know, it's been, I guess, somewhat of a blessing and a curse in a lot of ways. I remember in middle of March, we put a sign out there like, listen, sorry, we're going to be closed temporarily for 2 weeks, because of the coronavirus. And speed ahead 4 months later, we're able to open on a limited schedule, in July. Mm-hmm. And, like other small businesses, you certainly have challenges, going through the pandemic. And a lot of them were tough, but I think it's made us stronger as a business in terms of our staff and therapists here. And we've actually been able to take, some of these challenges and really turn it into a positive of where our business stands today and where we look down the road.
So what pivots, if any, did you make throughout the process? Because I'm sure there were plenty.
There's plenty.
I know you had renovations. You had some renovations too early on.
We did a lot of renovations. We took what Diane and Jeff Kraut did, an amazing job of owning this 13 years prior, and we really just did some modernizations, both in terms of the aesthetics, but also with technology that really changed the kind of the dynamic of the business. But looking at the COVID thing, I really got to give credit to our staff and the therapists, because when you go into something like that, you're opening on a limited schedule, you're playing the supply and demand game. Thank God that we were blessed with just an amazing group of people here. I call them the first responders who kind of stepped up at the beginning, and trying to match that supply and demand was just a monumental challenge at the time. And as things grew and the staff, kind of blended itself into kind of a new way of doing business, I really think it formed the foundation of kind of, doing what we do at the highest level that we do day in and day out. So again, you're looking at that blessing in disguise, but sometimes businesses need challenges to find out the identity that they have. And being a new business owner and have those people kind of step up for us who really quite, just met, was really a testament to their character, and I couldn't be more thankful for what they did.
That's really, they really did set a foundation. This is a long time downtown business. This has been, sort of an icon in our little, in our little enclave. So, thank you for carrying that torch when all seemed impossible, and we didn't even know how to spell coronavirus. And we all thought, oh, this is going to be a short term.
2 weeks.
2 weeks. I remember that. The 2 weeks, 3 weeks. That's all it's going to last. So what are you thinking now? Like, what are you excited about? What's happening? What are your challenges? What are you excited about?
So the challenges are, it's not a spa like this that's busy. We have things that break. And, we have clientele that comes and they're looking for that optimum experience. And when things break in the real world, you could get a contractor out there, or you could get parts to fix things. And we try to do our best to do everything in-house if we can, but With the global supply chain where it is, if we have a sauna go down, it took us a month to get sauna heaters. Our steam room's been finicky. So the challenges that normally you experience that you can overcome in a short period of time take longer. And when you have a spa and you have clientele that expect a certain amount of, an expectation at the highest level, it can be frustrating because you can't enact the changes or fix things as quickly as you would.
Yeah.
But, from a business perspective, we are excited. We're finally going to introduce skincare. It's been a labor of love, and we were going to launch right before coronavirus, came into play, and then it's been delayed, and now with the Omicron, it's been just, fits and starts, but we finally have a room set up. We have a licensed esthetician, so we're excited to announce that and get that going with the idea of if we can get enough organic traction in here. In an ideal world, we would look to kind of move it out of the space, keep it in downtown Amherst, but have kind of a standalone business that would complement what we do here.
Oh, that's really exciting. So we are excited to hear more. So do we know when a launch might happen or when we should stay tuned?
It's kind of a soft launch. We've kind of talked to Town of Amherst just to make sure we were, well within the legality at this point. There's the word for it, but to be able to do it. So it's going to be a very soft launch. We're not going to spend a lot of money advertising or promoting it, but we are going to start a slow process. I look at it to be kind of a 12 to 18 month experiment, to see kind of where we're at with it. But it's coming, finally.
So what kind of products could we expect in that?
So we're definitely going to start with Farmhouse Fresh, which is a higher end organic product, but we're also going to have a sister line to it that's going to be more in the line of kind of a higher end cosmetology lineup. That's kind of the player to be named later. There's 2 or 3 different brands that we're interviewing right now to figure out which the best fit for Amherst. But it'll be kind of a 2-pronged approach, and we'll see which one kind of fits the best.
Yeah. Oh, this is exciting. And so what kind of services would complement that you're going to host here with this esthetician?
Yeah, I mean, the main focus, which is a big demand we get already, is going to be from the facial. There'll be multitude of different types of facials that we'll offer. But we'll also kind of cater to, the college atmosphere. So we will have waxing. We're also looking at lashes. So that's kind of the foundational aspect of where we'll start. There's different ideas to see where it evolves, but it's going to see where that's kind of where the demand will take us rather than us trying to have the ideal. We know what we don't know, but we're interested to get feedback of what people want, what people like.
I am reminded with this conversation that supply chain issues affect every small business in one manner or another. But I also see the resolve. I think it's really exciting that, you've seen the resolve, you've rebuilt your staff in a way that's actually brought you closer to your mission, but also possibly the idea of expanding your product line, getting back to the vision you had. I remember talking about this, line, but also the ability to innovate. And, I as much as this pandemic has been awful and there's been so much tragedy, I am motivated by seeing, business owners like yourself who's really looked at it and said, oh, okay, I'm going to take the opportunity here and make it work for my staff, but also make it work for, what your clients want, what you're looking at what your customers, and I'm seeing that a lot. If there are countless tractor going by, that's good. There's something going, some economic development going on.
Yeah, your cars go by.
Right to hear, it's right. There was a moment when this was just quiet, ghost town. So there's activity here, there's bustling, there's traffic. We like that. So that's all a good sign. Is there anything that you could share that has you've been a great member since, and they've been a long time, Elements has been a long time member prior to you coming on board, and your chamber membership and just being part of that community, has that been helpful to you, or how has that been impacting your business?
Yeah, immensely. And I'll bring the bid into this conversation.
Absolutely. We've been such partners.
Yeah, the chamber and the bid working together were really my lifeline, during COVID. Not knowing legislation, what things were going on, help if needed, PPE, they were a phone call away. And I don't know if you get that from, every town or city that you're in where you can make a call and they actually call you back. And, that was an experience that, really gave us hope at that period of time because no one was calling us back. We're talking state senators, there was different people involved, and, really without the chamber or without the bid, it would have just been kind of a, wave the red flag or throw in the towel. So very much appreciated. We look at the chamber as an integral partner and part of the Amherst family and look forward to, working with them into perpetuity.
And we look forward to a day when we don't have this crisis, but that we continue to advocate for you and on your behalf, and we are only a phone call away. So I think with that, what else would you like to leave us with as we end our chat today? What else would you like to share about your business or?
Just appreciation, not only for our staff and therapists, because that's really the central artery, the heart of the system, and what they've been able to do and step up for us as a business, as well as to the Amherst community. We have people that have been long-term clients of ours, and they continue to come back, and we continue to refer people. And it's the weird thing that they say is, my son always hates this, but teamwork makes the dream work. But in this case, it's actually apropos and it makes sense. And on behalf of my wife and I can't thank everyone enough for helping us through this process, and look forward to a bright future.
Thank you so much, Todd, for taking your time today. We're really happy to see you. Glad that you're here. You stayed with us, and I love to hear. We just got interrupted. There's lots going on here. Business is good today, and that's good. So that's the note we're going to end on today. So
Thank you so much.
take care.